Hey, you guys, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. My name is Gert, and this is your favorite movie channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned you because you have been in high school. We're tackling a high school movie today. The boys and girls may not have seen this movie. Go see it. Fantastic. 10 facts about Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Jennifer Grey and Matthew Broderick shine. Nick, take it away.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Directed by John Hughes and produced by Hughes Entertainment, this iconic 1986 film was made on a modest budget of around $5.8 million and went on to gross over $70 million at the box office, cementing its status as a cult classic. Filmed primarily in Chicago, the city's vibrant locations, from the Art Institute to the Sears Tower, play a crucial role in Ferris's unforgettable adventure. The cast features a stellar lineup, including Matthew Broderick as the charming Ferris, Alan Ruck as his anxious best friend Cameron Fry, and Mia Sara as his girlfriend Sloane Peterson. Jeffrey Jones delivers a memorable performance as the relentless Principal Rooney, making this film a beloved exploration of teenage rebellion and friendship. Let's have a look at 10 facts about this iconic masterpiece. Number 1. Ferris's name has a deeper meaning. Ferris Bueller's name wasn't just randomly chosen, it reflects key aspects of his personality. Ferris is likely derived from the Latin word ferox, which translates to bold or wild. This fits Ferris perfectly, as he embodies a free-spirited, adventurous high schooler who isn't afraid to break the rules and go on an exciting journey through Chicago. On the other hand, Bueller could be a play on the Yiddish word Bueller, meaning idle or carefree, which also ties into Ferris's character. Throughout the film, his main goal is to avoid school and enjoy a day without any obligations, living in the moment. His name serves as a clever summary of who Ferris Bueller is, someone who's bold enough to push boundaries while staying effortlessly relaxed and in control of his own fun. Number 2. The parade scene wasn't fully planned. One of the most famous scenes in Ferris Bueller's Day Off is when Ferris jumps onto a parade float and starts performing Twist and Shout in downtown Chicago. What many people don't know is that this scene wasn't entirely scripted or planned in advance. The parade that you see in the film is the real Von Steuben Day Parade, an annual German-American celebration that was happening at the time of filming. John Hughes decided to capitalize on the event, adding Ferris into the middle of the actual parade. They filled the surrounding area with extras to interact with the main characters, giving the scene its unique, spontaneous energy. That unplanned nature only made it more memorable, as the joy and excitement of the crowd were genuine reactions to the impromptu performance. Number 3. Charlie Sheen's sleep deprivation method. Charlie Sheen's brief appearance as a disheveled, drug-using guy in the police station is one of the film's most memorable cameos. To achieve the bleary-eyed, zoned-out look that perfectly suited his character, Sheen used an unconventional method. He stayed awake for 48 hours straight before filming. By depriving himself of sleep, Sheen ensured that his appearance and performance would feel authentic, enhancing the slightly dangerous and mysterious aura of the character. Despite his short time on screen, Sheen's effort paid off, as his interaction with Jennifer Grey's character Jeannie added a touch of grit and rebellion to the film. His cameo became iconic, with fans still remembering him as the bad boy who unexpectedly gave Jeannie some much-needed advice. Number 4. The film was written in less than a week. John Hughes, the director and writer of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, was known for his incredibly fast writing process. Remarkably, he wrote the entire script for Ferris Bueller in just 6 days. Hughes was no stranger to rapid writing. He was a prolific screenwriter during the 1980s, but even by his standards, this was quick. Despite the tight writing timeline, the movie ended up becoming a beloved classic, praised for its witty dialogue, charming characters, and unique take on teenage rebellion. Hughes had an incredible ability to tap into the adolescent experience, and Ferris Bueller shows how well he could craft a story that feels effortless, even under a strict time crunch. Number 5. The Ferrari wasn't real. One of the film's central symbols of freedom and luxury is the red Ferrari 250 GT California Spider that Ferris and his friends take on their joyride. However, due to the extreme value of the car, real models of the Ferrari 250 GT are worth millions of dollars. The filmmakers couldn't afford to use the real thing. Instead, they used 3 carefully crafted replicas of the Ferrari for various parts of the film. These replicas were specifically designed to look like the real deal, but were much cheaper and easier to manage for stunt work, like the dramatic scene where Cameron accidentally sends the car flying through a glass window. While it may have been a replica, the car still left a lasting impression and became one of the most iconic vehicles in movie history. Number 6. Matthew Broderick didn't know how to drive. Even though Ferris Bueller confidently takes the Ferrari out for a spin during the movie, Matthew Broderick, who played Ferris, didn't actually know how to drive a stick shift. In scenes where Ferris is supposed to be driving the manual Ferrari, the production had to use creative camera work and editing to make it look like Broderick was in control. Often, the car was being towed or driven by someone else, and close-up shots of Broderick pretending to shift gears were used to maintain the illusion. Despite this, the scenes with Ferris behind the wheel are seamless, and viewers would never guess that Broderick wasn't really the one navigating the roads. This bit of movie magic only adds to the fun, rebellious nature of Ferris's big day off. Number 7. Alan Ruck was much older than his character. Though Alan Ruck portrayed Cameron Fry, Ferris's neurotic best friend, as a high school senior, he was actually much older than his character. At the time of filming, Ruck was 29 years old, a full decade older than a typical high school student. Despite this age gap, his performance as the insecure, anxious Cameron was so convincing that most audiences never questioned it. Ruck later joked that being cast as a teenager at nearly 30 felt surreal, but his age ultimately worked to his advantage, as it helped him bring depth and a more nuanced maturity to Cameron's complex character. His portrayal remains one of the most beloved parts of the film. Number 8. Jennifer Grey and Matthew Broderick were dating during filming. Behind the scenes of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Jennifer Grey, who played Ferris's jealous sister Jeannie, and Matthew Broderick were involved in a real-life romantic relationship. Though they played bickering siblings in the film, they were secretly dating during production. Their relationship was kept under wraps for the most part, so it didn't impact their performances or the dynamics between their characters. Grey and Broderick even became engaged after the film wrapped. While their off-screen romance may surprise fans who are used to their on-screen sibling rivalry, it adds an interesting layer to their interactions, especially considering how much tension there is between Ferris and Jeannie in the movie. Number 9. Cameron's character had a real-life inspiration. Cameron Fry, the overly cautious and anxiety-ridden best friend of Ferris, was inspired by a real person in John Hughes' life. Hughes based the character of Cameron on one of his close friends from high school, who was known for being extremely paranoid, worried, and indecisive, much like Cameron in the film. In fact, Hughes often said that Cameron's character was also a reflection of his own inner anxieties. The depth of Cameron's character is part of what makes him so relatable to viewers, and the fact that he was modeled after a real person only adds to his authenticity. Cameron's personal growth over the course of the movie, from being tightly wound to finally standing up to his father, mirrors the kind of emotional evolution that many people experience in real life. Number 10. The school principal's house was robbed. While Jeffrey Jones, who played the strict and overzealous Principal Ed Rooney, was filming Ferris Bueller's Day Off, his home was ironically burglarized. In a strange twist, among the items stolen from his house was a VHS tape of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Jones himself has mentioned this odd coincidence in interviews, noting the strange irony of a thief taking a copy of the very film he was working on. The role of Principal Rooney, constantly chasing after Ferris but ultimately being outsmarted, only adds to the humor of this real-life event. Despite the burglary, Jones went on to deliver a memorable performance as the frustrated school administrator determined to catch Ferris in the act. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Share it with your friends, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next video.